Hello everyone, it's Cowbunger. Welcome back to another Undead Jam progress report. There's a lot more to show today, so I think it'd just be for the best to get straight into it. This is unscripted. I'm going to be talking a little bit with some music over it, nothing too crazy, but yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff being made for the jam. I'm happy to see it. I'm excited to show you all what's going on. Let's go. Let's get Anka going first, since she was the last one I showed in the last report. So far, Bunny's kind of got her going in game here, running around and jumping. She's going to have like a triple jump, very interesting. She's got her spot dodge there. Character seems like she's going to play pretty uniquely once she actually gets all of her stuff in, so this should be pretty cool and exciting. This move is kind of just like a work in progress here, where eventually Lucky the dog is going to come out, kind of like as a zombie, walk towards opponents and hit them. Once again, should be pretty cool once it's actually fully implemented. Alright, here we got like a forward smash, I think. She's got an axe, she's gonna hit you with it. Here's the dance for all you degenerates. Here's one complete frame of it. This is a gyroid that's going to be used for an attack. This is the shield animation. There was a work in progress render there, and then of course you've got Lucky, work in progress of that. Run animation. And that is it for Anka. We're moving on to Dracula now. You can see his render here. And then there's a lot of in-game footage for him. This is showing off some of his alts. This is pretty cool. You get to see him in game. He's got like a red glow. He's got a whole bunch of animations done, Radzo, for this character, but his gimmick is that he has super armor from the neck down, so you have to hit him on the head in order to actually knock him away, which is a really cool gimmick for Dracula. I like that quite a bit. Now he's just walking around. That cape has got to be horrible to animate. I feel bad. Here's him implementing some hitboxes as well. Once again, that's got to be a big pain to implement that. Then you can see the run animation in this video. Next we've got him jumping around, falling animations, all that good stuff. It looks really good. I think animating in Blender is a really good call for Dracula specifically. Now I believe these are some ledge animations. Oh no, it's just a double jump animation, I gotcha. I know the ledge animations are coming up here, but he's got some air dashes here. Alright, special fall. Alright, here we go. These are the ledge animations. Ledge get up in this video. It's gonna end up being ledge roll. This is a spot dodge animation here. I really like him cloaking himself in shadow there. That's pretty cool. Here's Dracula doing a tech animation, which is crazy. Dracula is like doing a handstand. That's awesome. right? And then Tech roll. That is it for Dracula. Next we've got Dust here. Dust doesn't have too much worked on, at least that's been shown publicly. I think Wims is still definitely working on it, just hasn't actually shown much in the Discord. Next we got a new character. That was her animation, don't mind him. This is a stage concept, but this is Gregory from Gregory's Horror Show. It was a TV show slash game, so that's pretty sweet. Have a character that's pretty obscure here within the contest. I like stuff like that. Here's just a couple different things that he's made, including a render, some alts, some still frames for attacks and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but some good progress so far for them. Now we've got Ignited Freddy. Ignited Freddy has got some animations now. This is an idle animation. It looks really cool. Alright, for this one, this is an intro animation. Here's some other animations here being put into Fray Tools. There's a little bit of the render there, another intro here. I'm guessing maybe different also have different intros. Metal, you can clarify on that one. Here's some of the animations in game. I'll show them off individually soon enough here. Here's some ledge stuff. Get up from ledge, get up attack, which is a long range attack, that's cool. He shakes the ground when he walks, that's fun. There's the run animation there, with the color map on it, of course. Here's a concept for a move. So it looks like Freddy's gonna probably summon some of the other characters from Joy of Creation, that's cool. Looks like he used actual render of Freddy to make his render. And that's pretty sweet. Like putting in the blender and tracing it basically, that's fine. Here's a bunch of alts for him. And that's it for Ignited Freddy. We'll move on to Jill Valentine. Her assist is going to have her use like the dog, the crow, and a zombie. Kind of like how she can summon them in her moveset in MVC 2. So that's really cool. Here's some zombie footage. That's going to be a fun assist. Here's a custom up air for Jill, which I like that a lot. This is just her little HUD here. Now we've got Noob Saibot. So that's just a still of him in his shield. Now we're going to see some actual footage here. Between his idle, his intro, some movement as well. There's some ledge and jumping animations. That is it for Noob Saibot. Now we're gonna move on to Papyrus! The great Papyrus, oh my god! He's walking, now he's standing still. Now he's reading a book. I think that's for an idle animation. And then that's it. Now we got Power, being made by Sky, Papyrus being made by Gunmon. So far, Sky has just got some sketches for Power. That's really about it. That's for the render, I think, there. There we go. Now we're moving on to Raremon, being made by JDud and Salt Levels Max. They got some animations going here. People seem to be going for the miscellaneous stuff first, which definitely makes sense. Here's a look at some of their alts. This is really cool though, do some actual custom sprites of this character, and they definitely look the part for a jam like this. They are terrifying. As I said, these are just a couple movement animations. I'm assuming everybody's doing that type of stuff first so that near the end of the jam they can get to the fun stuff and hopefully push their way through to the end. I think it's a pretty smart strategy. At the very least, for attacks, you know, you can have some sketches or something. Just release something, put something out there. That's pretty much it. Now you got Spectre Knight. This is going to be the last character I show today. Kickers has gotten a lot of animations put into the game here, so we'll just take a look at a couple of them. Lots of attack animations and things like that. This is looking very faithful to Spectre Knight as he appears in the Shovel Knight games, so that's really, really cool. I'm really happy that Spectre Knight is one of the characters being made, just in general, and Kickers is doing a great job making them, although I think they don't have like a computer right now. They haven't had a computer in a couple of weeks, even like maybe a month now. So that's very unfortunate. Hopefully for how fast they are making progress here that they can get back into it. But who knows? I mean, again, just depending on how things go, I might extend the time of this even longer, as long as I can. So yeah, just let me know if you're actually participating in this, if you do happen to need more time. But that's pretty much it for the video. I'm just going to let it roll up to this point. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like what you see here out of this jam. If you haven't seen some of the other characters that I showed off in the first progress report, that is just because they haven't had any public progress reported. Can't show anything if nobody is either like making it or showing it off, so it is what it is there. I'll just let the footage roll. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.